your career, your company, your business, it's nothing if you can't wake up in the morning and give it 100%. Biggest problem we have in Dubai when it comes to investors and buyers is trust, because agents all say the different things. Some of them based on real knowledge and some of them based on no knowledge. I doubt it that people left their country and moved to a brand new place, left their best friends, their soil, their family behind to come here and intentionally become lousy agents. I think there's an old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah. I've got something good happening. I have a possibility to do something great with this. Why would I leave this and jump into the pool of I don't know how many tens of thousand agents?
So there is a group in Facebook.
That's great.
Only girls, and the group is called Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Red flag guys.
So what happened? The episode I was waiting for, the best guest on Czech Dogs. I catch him today one-on-one. Yeah. This guy, he's been with me for a lot of episodes in Czech and other podcasts as well. But we never, ever had a one-on-one. He's one of my good friends. He's an old brother to me. And I never had a one-on-one with him.
Yeah, and
This is the first time with Bardia. What's up, man?
Whose fault is that, though? Huh?
Bro,
I'm the last guy on the hill.
It's both of us. Yeah, we were both busy. You know,
yeah.
It's so hectic in Dubai. You all know it, bro. Yeah. That's my question to you. Like, I just want to know, how is it going with Generate, bro?
Generate's doing great. I've been taking a small step back since, a topic that people don't talk about too much in Dubai is health and stress management, because we get caught up in the rat race, in the mix. You see all the crazy cars, the buildings, especially people in real estate, right? Let's say someone is in real estate and they, like myself, live in a big 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, and then there's a launch. And, the launch, 5,000 square feet, starting price 8 million. You go to maybe a couple of viewings, upgraded unit, Jumeirah Islands. You see what I'm saying? Like 35 million. Then you always feel not enough, right? So I think a lot of agents go through this, stress management, and the expectations are set so high. So what happened to me was I started slowly but surely taking a step back from working so much and full time. On the night of Halloween, I had 3 panic attacks.
What?
I was in my apartment by myself.
You told me about one. We have friends.
No, 3. No,
he didn't tell me
I told
about
you it was a small one. That it was total of 3, bro. The
panic attacks?
Yeah, the final one was at 2:45, 3 something. I was doing like a little Netflix marathon for myself. I just came out of the steam room. I ordered some Talabat food. It's like 11 p.m. Around 1 o'clock it started. Finished at 3. So I had 3 panic attacks. The last one was pretty long. I've had 2 instances in my life where I've had panic attacks before, so I know what it was. You lay down, curled up like a fried shrimp, and your eyes lock into somewhere. You don't know why you're locking eye on, like maybe that leaf or something.
Yeah.
You start crying out without crying. I think the body is exiting a bunch of energies. Yeah?
And did you have a problem in breathing and all of that?
No, not breathing, but shaking, and all you think is, please go away, please go away, please go away. So woke up that next day, and I thought to myself, maybe I need to slow down and think a little bit about my health, because I got caught up in the mix like everyone else. Okay, company was going well.
What do you think is the trigger for this panic attack? Bro, I didn't know
stress.
This.
No, you knew.
I knew about 1, but 3.
I told you, because me and you spoke. No, I told you clearly about 3.
About 3?
Yeah.
I thought it's just 1.
No, I told you clearly. Me and you spoke like 5 days after this.
Yeah.
We hadn't spoken for like a week. I mean...
But what do you think? But you're doing good. So what do you think was the trigger? Like, was it like fear of the future, or was it something from the past reoccurring in your subconscious mind?
I can't answer that.
I feel like I'm a shrimp.
No, I can't answer that. That's a very deep-rooted question. I'm not a psychiatrist, whatever it's called. I don't know. But I'm actually starting next month. My boy Sam gave me a phone number to a psychologist. I'm actually starting sessions every week to go through layers of what could have been in my past that maybe I haven't dealt with. But I don't think it's just that. I was working extra hard. I was working super hard, and I was working on newer things within Generate. Yeah. So I shut down the advertising campaigns. I stopped doing outreach to leads, because I got a bunch of leads from advertising camp. I stopped nurturing leads. I figured, you know what? Let me slow down, regroup my head, think of the next step, how I can scale this or at least stay in this
Yeah.
situation without tormenting myself. Yeah. So it started there. In January and February, I've been taking it quite easy. I've been working like 25 to 50%.
Okay,
My
that's
closest
better.
clients,
Okay.
like I'm dealing with them like,
So you're just chilling. You have a tan, I can see.
no, the tan. On Friday, I was pale. I was like, man, I'm doing a podcast. I can go there like Michael Jackson on Monday and see Waleed.
Yeah.
So Saturday and Sunday, I dedicated 3 hours each
Okay, but
by the pool.
at work, how is it going? How's life?
Life is amazing, man. I mean, come on. We live in Dubai. We're blessed. We're blessed to wake up without getting your watch snatched by some gang member. My door is open, like I always say. You know, everything's amazing. My parents was with me all of December. I celebrated New Year's Eve with my mother on my balcony.
Bro, you told me, I've seen the stories. That was sick.
Amazing, man.
Burj Khalifa
Yeah.
view, like, what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, that
Life
was
is
sick.
great. Everything
This
is
guy,
good.
he have the ultimate view because the Burj Khalifa view he have, it will never fade because it will never be covered because the buildings in front of him, they cannot be higher. It's
I got Old Town in front of me.
Old Town,
Old
yeah.
Town is only G+3.
Yeah, so
something
that
like
view
that.
is safe,
Yeah,
secured
yeah.
for life.
It's full Burj view. I
Luckiest
love
guy
it.
in Dubai.
Yeah. My mom, when she came, she spent more time in the balcony. And she was in December, so it was a bit cold some
Yeah.
nights. She spent more time in the balcony than inside the actual
Bro, I
apartment.
spend more time in your
Yeah,
balcony
yeah.
even in the summer.
It's a terrace. It's not even a balcony.
Yeah, it's spacious.
200
it's
square
good,
feet
bro.
terrace.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
bro. That was a gem. That
Yeah,
you got.
yeah.
All right, okay. I know that you have like that type. You're enjoying life in like more of a calm vibe. Like into the party lifestyle and all of that. You're enjoying a different side of Dubai. I like that. Okay, so do you think this pose you're having now, is it gonna be longer than now than what you're having? Are you planning to come back to work? Like,
No, I'm working.
Bro, like full fledged, like
No,
before.
yeah, I'm working, but I've got to I've been trying to figure out what more value can I bring with my real estate love, passion, and knowledge about the market. Because remember, I've probably spoken to and sat down in meetings with approximately, I would say, about 150 agencies, if not closer to 200. And I've tried to figure out. So I got a brand new service that I'm going to launch in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm
Amazing.
recording ads for it now. So, everyone's doing personal branding. Amazing. I would say 10 to 20% of every company is doing personal branding, agents, right? But those agents are doing it for their own benefit. This is one of the most highest staff turnover businesses in Dubai.
Yeah.
People change agencies and developers like it's nothing.
I don't
So
think
when
there is
those-
another field
No.
like that.
I don't think so neither.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe made business or something. I don't know, but
No,
I
I
have
don't
no
think-
knowledge in that. So I was thinking, okay, but if you look at the majority of the agencies' Instagram accounts, they only have renders from launches.
Yeah.
There's no value. There's no one talking. There's no substance. So you as a purchaser, maybe you've dealt with the agent. The agent is nurturing you. You like the agent's content. But let's say that agent leaves to another company. You're not going to deal with this company anymore.
You're gonna
after that.
follow the agent.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is, 10 to 20% of all the agencies, they work on their personal branding, the agents. Half of them are always loyal to their brand. They're in a good situation. But agencies talking about saturation. We have over 6,000 agencies in Dubai. They're talking about saturation. The market is saturated. But the thing is, it's all about trust. The biggest problem we have in Dubai when it comes to investors and buyers is trust, because agents all say the different things. Some of them based on real knowledge and some of them based on no knowledge. But it's impossible for a buyer and an investor to know who is saying the truth.
You cannot, especially if you're abroad. You
Yeah.
have no idea. The first person you see, you think he know everything, but maybe
Like when they did the golden visa thing, agents were giving out completely wrong information about golden visas, for example. And now recently, because I'm in sales centers and I can hear people, projects that I know is not going to appreciate 50%. They say it's going definitely. I put everything on the line that it's going to appreciate 50%. And I'm like, it's being handed over in 2 years. And you're telling me that a one bedroom's going to go from 1.1 to like 1.56 in a C central area? Like, how can you say that? That only happens with certain developers at the peak of it. When
And
it's
there is
the best.
nobody who's monitoring or who's regulating this. Like there is no regulations.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can worldwide. Nobody can how can I say, hold them accountable for saying such information.
I know.
But
We are
okay.
getting We are getting regulated. We are getting more and more regulations.
Even on social media.
Nah, but I don't know. I don't know if on social media, but we're getting regulated. Like,
Yeah.
you know, RERA and Land Department are regulating
Yeah.
slowly but surely. You know, they can't do
Yeah.
10 regulations overnight, right?
These things should take time, and I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm very happy, like, comparing Dubai market and real estate with this, let's say, this few years. If you compare it with like 10, 15 years ago, it's like way different world.
Oh yeah. When I was an agent, which was 2016, the last time, we didn't have all of these forms.
Yeah.
We had MOUs. Now, when I purchased my property, it was like, what are all of these emails from Land Department and all that? Everything is done digitally.
Secured
yes,
now.
yes. Whole different game.
All right, let's come back a little bit to your service. I like it. So you wanna,
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
because you didn't finish the
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. So it's called Generate Community.
generate community.
Generate Community. Everyone knows about like our edits. Everyone knows about the ideas. You know, I don't mean to seem, you know, I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, see, he's arrogant and, you know, cocky and whatever they might want to say, which is just good because I've done something. Like, I came into the market with a vision for Generate, and I just wanted to focus on what I love, real estate. And you could easily say that we came and revolutionized real estate content. If you look at everyone, it's the same effects that we do, same tracking.
Yeah,
we
there's
do.
a lot of
They
copying. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which is a good sign.
I'm happy because I could actually come in and, like I say, do some damage. Yeah, because it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible in terms of real estate content. I'm not talking about information content about all the G-Wagons and all the Lamborghinis in Dubai and look at this beautiful life. I'm talking about strictly real estate
Yeah,
content.
like houses.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know.
So now, you know, Generate Community is going to be that I'm going to send one of my videographers to the client. We will provide with the topics selected by myself according to what's going on in the market. A lot of topics, a lot of value, everything that the buyers and investors want to see, that you know what you're talking about. Scripted, videographer coming, editing by us, taking care of the social media account, and building a community for them on Telegram.
Oh, you
Yeah.
also build for them a community on Telegram.
It's connected.
It's very good.
And give incentives. And also the collaterals that comes with it. Because you have to, you know, it's called a lead magnet. You need to provide all of that kind of stuff. Because, see,
And
lead generation
this
is one thing.
But
Lead
this
generation.
is only content, no lead generation in this service?
No, see, Greg, we call it Greg, Generate Real Estate Growth. That
All right.
service, that content, like everyone
like
knows
that,
me
Greg.
for. Yeah, Greg, like it's a name, right? We call it Greg. Like
It's cool,
in my drive, it's like Greg client, and then the name of the client. So Generate Real Estate Growth, Greg, that service is, you know, it's lead generation type of service. All the information quick in 90 seconds that the purchaser need to know. That's cold. That's interruption marketing, right? Building a community, you need to differentiate yourself from all of these 6,000 plus agencies. Therefore, you need to build a community. I believe that communities in the next 2 to 3 years will be vital because lead generation is not just going to cut it.
Yeah,
Right?
you need like that word to mouth. You need
Yeah.
to create that platform
Exactly.
where word to mouth will like spread.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I do have another service that I haven't focused that much on that I will take it to the next step after this one, which is sales.
You don't want to talk
Sales
about. I know.
coaching.
Sales coaching.
Yeah.
What about
Generate sales.
What about that surprise? There is another surprise.
Ah.
No. The surprise.
We're not going to talk about
We're not
that.
gonna talk about.
No.
But we have to do it on podcast.
Oh, we will, we will,
when
we
it's
will.
ready,
We will.
we have to test
We
it
will,
here.
we
Something
will.
big is coming. This guy is bringing new things.
But first thing, so
Yeah.
surprise. You said how am I doing? I brought a nice little gift to you. You can
Yeah.
select 2 pairs for yourself. So what I did was I launched a brand called Amavi sunglasses. right?
Amavi,
Yeah.
guys, this is the logo.
Yeah. So this was just for fun.
Amavi.
Because I used to do a lot of e-commerce
Woo,
like
I
years
li-
ago.
I like- what is
Bro,
purple?
select 2.
So
select 2.
purple,
Put them on.
because of the logo.
Purple rain.
Purple rain.
Look at that. You need that for your check.
Woo! Does it look good?
Yeah, that's your
Muhtasem,
joint.
Does it look good,
Yeah,
bro?
that's your joint. That's the one.
What
The
about you?
blue-
You
the-
have
the blue one is kind of famous. The blue one's quite famous. The blue.
no. You have to wear the green one for generate.
No, but this is a different green.
And I keep the blue.
And I don't
as well.
like this style. It doesn't go with my round shape,
Oh, really?
head, because this is flat. This is more for the long heads.
So what
You
about
see
me?
this shit?
What about me? You approve this?
100%. That's for the checked. I brought them specifically for
Damn,
checked.
like I'm gonna. Okay, I love
That's
this.
for checked. You need to keep those.
And
then
this is good.
They're too similar, bro.
Too similar.
Yeah,
all right.
I want you because your skin is, you
Yeah.
know, you're North African, so you
Yeah,
got a bit
I'm
of a
like,
tan
lentil
skin.
soup.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a Algerian.
soup color.
Algerians and Moroccans got that little bit of a tan
Yeah.
thing, yeah. So I think either this one
Yeah.
with the brown little wood elements on the side,
I like this
or
shit.
this one.
Yeah.
Boom.
What
I
about
think
what
that
about
would-
this?
I would
What
be-
about this?
Try those ones first. Let me see. That's I love the arms on that.
Ooh, bro, this is sick.
That's the one.
That
Now you look like a
So-
media guy. You're the best listen, you are the best real estate podcaster in Dubai. Remember
You
what I
heard
told
it?
you a year ago? I said,
Yeah.
bro, only niche yourself down to real estate. We
Done.
sat somewhere here with Yusuf
Yeah.
and who else? It was the three of us.
There is me, you, and you. We have a lot of podcasts.
That first time I met you, we sat here, right? It was
Yeah,
me,
we-
you, Yusuf.
Yusuf only,
yeah.
yeah.
I told you after that, or like the coming weeks, only focus on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
but you
going,
have
bro.
to
Here
wear
you go.
one as well. We're gonna
Here you
continue the podcast with Amani,
Yeah.
Amavi.
bro.
Bro, what does it mean, Amavi? What does it mean? I keep these two, yeah.
I don't know, bro.
You just like the
I
sound.
just like the sound.
Amavi.
Amavi.
Guys, check it out. Amavi. Is it in
Imagine,
the bio?
Imagine if there was an Amavi real estate. So
soon,
it
maybe.
was for fun. This was something I did for fun with a friend of mine from Sweden. It's a little bit of a joint thing. He's handling most of it because I'm dealing with my company.
I just
This
got
was more for
myself
fun
two sunglasses
because I
on.
keep on losing sunglasses, and especially back in the days when I started like with the Marc Jacobs and all of this branded stuff.
Yeah.
Kept on losing them, breaking them. Then I started buying cheap stuff. You know, the cheaper stuff, the ones that you can pick up for like 200 dirhams. Then I was like, you know what? Why not just do an e-commerce store?
Bro,
So
I'm
people
loving
are
it.
welcome.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something. Like,
We're the checked ones. We're the checked ones. Yeah. So that's about the services, and I'm in
Yeah.
good spirits. I
Yeah,
start
I
thinking
see.
about.
Your
I start
energy
thinking.
is better.
I start thinking about my diet. I lost a little bit of weight. I lost like 5 kg.
good.
And I stopped going to the gym for weights. I do a lot of running early in the morning. So man, listen, people, like especially real estate agents, think about your health. It's not a
Yeah.
joke. This whole working 24/7, you have a very challenging job. I've been a broker. I've been a secondary market broker. I sold 69 units. I remember like dealing with a tenant that don't want to let you in, dealing with a buyer, dealing with a seller. Man, it's stressful. And now with
Yeah.
all the competition that I see, because back in my days, we were, 2,000 agents? Not even that, maybe 1,000. We didn't have Dubai Hills. We didn't have Damak Hills. Everyone was focusing on downtown. Everyone was specializing on Palm. Back then, Golden Mile had just been handed over. We didn't have Nakhil Mall.
Yeah.
West Palm Beach wasn't existing. 5 Palm, that is called today, was being constructed, and it was called Viceroy. Okay?
What?
Yeah, it was called Viceroy. It turned into 5 Palm because I don't know if Viceroy sold it or they got into monetary issues. I don't know what the story was, but I've sold 2 off plan, and those were both 1 bedrooms in Address Fountain Views, which is called Address Dubai Mall. So, man, think about your health because, I mean, you never know. Like health is wealth. Like you never
Health
ever
is
know.
wealth.
And,
You wanna
and
be-
last week, this is very saddening. Now we're sitting here. Last week, I didn't know the individual. I don't think I've ever met him. But I popped up, and one of my clients, all the agents was giving out, we miss you, we love you. We will never
the guy
forget
who
you.
had the heart attack.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
I
God.
don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask the people, right? But when
Yeah.
that happened, and then I found out a couple of days before while we were celebrating my friend's birthday, I found out another guy in real estate passed away,
What?
but not for health reasons,
Oh.
for a biking accident. So, people like think about your health. Like don't let the money and don't let the glamour and all of that get to you because, you can't, like the health is super important. I'm sitting here preaching, but I think I'm only doing that because, my parents just left. And I've seen them at an age, like they're touching 70.
Yeah.
And I see them aging. I see the whole, everything about them just
change,
change a little
yeah.
bit. They forget what they said an hour ago, like aging. So
Yeah.
then I look at myself and I'm thinking, hey, I'm 6 years away from 50. You can look good, you can look fresh, you can take care of yourself like I do. You can have all the energy in the world, but you can't fight biology. The
Yeah.
intestines are still the age you are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but you don't have that problem because
What?
you know, you're 30 plus, bro. You ain't 40 plus. You smell me?
No, but 40 plus, bro. I've seen the pictures of Shah Rukh Khan. He's like 50 plus and he's like shredded.
Again.
And he's healthy.
Forget the outside.
Yeah.
That can be, you know, like everyone can take supplements, take all kinds of supplements. They can go do plastic surgery. I mean, look at some women. Some women in their 50s look amazing, but
Yeah.
then you look at their throat. Like biology don't lie. It's
Yeah.
hanging. Like again, your inside is your health, not
Yeah.
your outside.
Outside, yeah.
It's your inside that's
You have to-
pumping,
you have
that
to
is
take-
making you
yeah.
operate. This is the shallowness.
Yeah. So you have to take off the inside, like the.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Bro, I really appreciate that you kind of give that you know you opened a very important chapter in your head.
yeah.
Not only money now, it's health. You know.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you know, I mean, your career, your company, your business, you know, it's nothing if you can't wake up in the morning and give it 100%.
Yeah.
It's nothing. What are you going to do with it? At the end of the day, we all have 10 fingers, 10 toes, come from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
I don't even like the whole fact that we have different countries. We're all the same.
Yeah.
It's just a border with a name on it.
And a flag.
And a flag.
And a
yeah?
song.
We all gonna exactly. We all gonna die one day.
Yeah, national
we all got
anthem.
10 fingers and 10 toes, and we all gonna be buried 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
Your health is the only thing you have.
Yeah. True,
But
bro.
I mean,
100%,
yeah.
100%.
So that's me. That's me. How are
well,
you, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm becoming busy as well.
I know.
Yeah.
Kudos,
you know, by
bro.
the way,
Kudos, bro.
you know,
I
you're
love
you
your
know
grind,
you,
bro.
you,
I love
bro,
your grind.
bro. You are my first client. You know that.
But the last one for the
no,
one-on-one.
you know, only my first client. You will be like,
Yeah.
bro, you need to start charging. You need to you need to sell this, bro. I really appreciate that because you're the first
I
person.
told you to increase your prices
Yeah,
as well.
and you know, you literally told me that I can sell this,
Yeah.
which is my social media expertise and personal branding through podcasts, and I'm doing very good. There is a lot of good results. I mean, one of them is Camille. I'm very happy. Like he's a superstar.
Think
now.
about it, yeah? The problem with the challenge we have in Dubai is that everything is solely almost focused on the price,
Yeah.
right? So what happens is people unfortunately don't understand that they will waste their time and waste money even though the number is small for no results, and they will have to come back to someone knowledgeable like yourself after a while.
Of course.
Look at how many people that you've put here that no one knew about.
Yes.
I only know of Camille because he's one of my clients' agents. I would have never known who he is. You see what I'm saying? Look
Yeah.
at the amount of people that you've asked relevant questions to, that you've lifted, because I mean, honestly speaking, how many podcasters, it feels like every Tom, Dick and Harry and a donkey is doing a podcast today.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, how many people, seriously, be arrogant, as people call it, be arrogant.
Yeah.
How many people do the narrating, do it like you do it? It's like me with my content. Everyone can go and do a listing content.
Yeah.
But the individual and the energy that goes into it, that is what makes it.
Yeah, and authenticity. You know, I'll tell you something crazy. I cannot not be authentic. Meaning, if you give me a script, I suck. I can only exist.
Freestyling, like me. Like
I
me,
can
freestyle,
only
yeah.
exist if I'm authentic. Today I had to shoot an ad for something that is something big that's happening. I told them, guys, don't give me the teleprompter. I cannot read from something. I have to be me. And without any lines, I just know what I have to say. It sounded and it looked very good.
Yeah.
So some people, they have the ability to read from something or memorize a script. That's a superpower that
That's
I
a
don't
talent,
have.
yeah.
It's a talent.
Yeah, definitely.
But try to shut down that talent. Maybe you are better on an authentic level. Like if you are authentic, you will deliver a better impression, and you will be more attention grabbing.
Yeah.
And that's what we have.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when I see your content, Bardia. I mean, you talk a lot about your editing. It's an amazing edit. Cool. You have one of the best editors. I don't know from where you're bringing these people.
Sweden,
They're
all in
good.
Sweden, yeah.
Very good. But I can tell you, like, I think your clips are working, because of your energy in the clip. The edit helps.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. I can have the best edit. There is some clips that are going in the internet. They're having millions of views. They're barely edited. Just the energy of the speaker is
100%,
crazy.
That's factual.
Okay, let's come back. I want to ask you something, man. We were talking about health and Asians, and I feel like you and me and all our clique, or our community of podcasters and people in social media, we're being too hard on Asians. I'll be honest with you. Like, we're blaming the Asians. We're saying that, you know, there is that reel that went viral that where we spoke, me and Anand, about 85% of the Asians.
Yeah.
But I feel
I think
like
that's an unfair statement. I kind of agreed with him when we did a podcast. Kind of agreed with him, but I think it's an unfair statement because I doubt it that people left their country and moved to a brand new place, left their best friends, their soil, their family behind to come here and intentionally become lousy agents. I think agencies bear the biggest responsibility. Of course, we have bad apples. Of course, we have people that jumped on the wagon in 22, 23, 24 and just heard that you can make a lot of money in real estate by basically just putting your feet up on the table and rolling your fingers and the money's going to come. And then they realize that it doesn't work like that. So they start being a little bit snaky and dishonorable with their word and do anything for making a sell, let alone maybe stealing clients from other agents, right? There's plenty of that in the market, but I think it's an unfair statement. I've been around clients where everyone in that company that I've shot videos with in different languages, and I directed and helped them with the scripting, they all been in Dubai for like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, but they're hungry, but they are led by a company that are focusing a lot to train them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we have sales training and then we have theory training. You see what I'm saying?
It's different,
like,
yeah.
It's different. Like, you can hire sales coaches that will talk theories, but you're not very well experienced in how to manage a sales process and how you need to follow up. And if someone has done, let's say, secondary market, if they done like 5 viewings with you, why you cannot at least get an offer or a check for an offer to send to the seller? Like, you have to train agents.
So you think that the market is not doing good is because there is a lot of...
Market is doing great.
No. Sorry, the agents
yeah.
are not up to it because the agencies...
I mean, look at the
they're not doing the job properly.
They're not focusing on what they have. Look how much time is being wasted in terms of visa processes, visa applications. Then it's, we have friends in common that's gone through that. Yeah. So why don't you guys, like, if it's a 50-50 split commission, you have to educate, you have to have a course, and you have to have continuous coaching to get them on the and
agencies, they're making a lot of money and they're not spending on
that's
training.
what I'm saying. But unfortunately, I mean, you have the big brands, you have the big names, right? They've been established for such a while that they understand this. But I'm talking about, like, over the course of the summer, there was, like, I heard a number from a friend at Land Department. I can't remember, it was like 400, 500, 600, but it was hundreds of new office registration numbers, new agencies opening over the summer. So you have to understand that, a lot of agents, they have a great year. Now they're like, you know what? Why should I give 50% or 55% of my commission to, a 45% of my commission to my agency? I'll just go open up another one. So what happens is it produces a culture where the agency owner is the agent, and he's just thinking, let me just go and take care of all of my investors and all of my buyers and collect the best leads for myself. And whatever agents I have, 20 people, 25 people, 15 people in my brand new small office, whatever they bring in is just an added bonus. So they kind of forget them. This is a commonality.
Like an agency of one that the guy who opens it, he
Two
was
partners. Let's say me and you are great real estate agents, and we work for company XYZ. Me and you had a great run last year, and we closed a bunch of deals, and we go out and have a drink every now and then. We have that extra bond, except outside of the coffee in the office. Me and you go open up something. Majority of these guys that open up these small boutique offices, they don't care about who they hire. Me and you be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna have 200,000 a year rent. We get an office in Business Bay or wherever. 200,000 dirham rent. And we're going to spend this much on Property Finder, and we give them a couple of leads. The best leads we keep for ourselves, and we do not share the people that we've dealt with for the past, let's say, 6 years. We don't share them. So what happens is the 10 agents that we bring in, we're continuously going to have this staff turnover that we're talking about.
But we're making benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're damaging, I think, in the same time when they don't know that they're
PR,
damaging.
of course. I mean, look at the industry.
The PR of Dubai,
Yeah. Because what happens then is the poor agent jumps between 2 to 3 offices, goes from one office to another because they have to pay rent. They have to eat, right? They have to pay rent. They jump hoping that the next place will take care of them a little bit more, guide them a little bit more, coach them a little bit more, put them through a training, an hour a week at least, a little bit more. They don't. They get, disappointed. And then they start thinking out of desperation. How can I make money? Then the small itty bitty lies might come up to try to close the deal. This is one example. I'm not saying this is the way it goes. This is a small example.
This is an example. But we discussed what's the problem with the market in a way. What's the
coaching?
The issue?
I think sales coaching is
sales coaching, guys.
Sales coaching.
Coaching, please.
And bring people that can actually execute a phone call in front of 20 people.
Okay, I want to ask you something.
Not just talking about,
Bardia. I asked you this before, but I want to ask you in front of the camera. I want you to answer it. Why you never thought of becoming an agent? Because I know you're going to kill it. You have you have the marketing tool, the lead gen, the sales skills. Why you didn't what's the issue with being an agent?
There's no issue. Let me clarify that. I'm not an agent. Let me clarify that. Okay. I love real estate. Okay? I love real estate. Anyone that loves real estate, does it necessarily mean that they have to be an agent? I mean, real estate is a big segment. You look at a company, you got all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. Doesn't mean that you have to be in a set situation. Okay? So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. I've got something where I barely have any competition. My competition are agents shooting their own content. And they don't do it like I do it because they have to think about their clients. They got so many responsibilities, right? Content is just a small part of their daily work. I do this full time, so I keep on thinking about new ideas, how we can do it better.
You have a bank of ideas.
You see what I'm saying? So first of all, there's an old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I've got something good happening. I have a possibility to do something great with this. Why would I leave this and jump into the pool of I don't know how many tens of thousand agents?
But again,
that's number one. That's number one.
But if you go there, you will shred them, bro. That's what I mean.
Okay, cool. That's the first one. Second of all, I'm gonna be like I always am, super honest. I'm not a fake it till you make it type of guy. Like 50% of the agents renting Lamborghinis, trying to look cool on Instagram and all of that stuff, talking about their Richard Milles, fake from Karama, whatever the case is. I'm going to be as honest as possibly can, okay? Like, in my days, I remember the stress. I remember the days. I remember how hard it was being an agent. I remember that. So I take that into consideration. Back in the days, we didn't have as many projects as now, of course, but I feel like the market is way more competitive now than it was back then. My biggest sale was a 6.2 million dirham 3-bedroom in Marina Promenade, which is something that many people don't even know about.
Back then, that's huge.
But now that's like a 25 million or 30 million dirham kind of sale because prices have just on a whole different level. Now, I'm going to be honest. In order for me to feel like it's worth the amount of stress you go through in that profession of real estate agent in Dubai, I would need to put up big numbers month in and month out in order for it to be worth my stress. Remember, I'm not 25, I'm 44. I'm a bit careful. I respect my body in a different way.
Yeah, I got your point now.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't want to live that stress. You want to live life. You want to be chill.
And
you're making good money.
And I honestly don't know if I have it to put up those numbers that I have in my head would be worth it. I'm not talking about putting 50 and 100 on the board. I'm talking about banking in 5 to 10 million every year.
Okay, maybe you're not doing...
So 50-50 split becomes... You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, like if you look at you look at a profit and loss sheet, you look at Forex people and investment bankers look at, risk analysis. When I do all of those examples that I gave you and I put them all underneath, the light, and I look at the risk versus reward, why would I leave my own company where I have such an innovative thing happening, where I can instead take everything I know, my love, and help agents and agencies instead and capitalize on that?
Yeah, and there's a few
Because here
competition.
comes another thing, right? If you look at the marketing landscape, real estate marketing landscape in Dubai, there is a couple of companies that are the pioneers. They've been here for many, many years. But many of the calls that I get and many of the meetings that I have, one of the questions I ask them is, are they running your lead generation campaigns on your ads manager or on their ads manager? You would be surprised how many companies out there run lead generation campaigns on their ads manager, meaning that they can do whatever they want with the lead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
you think that's
I have a completely different trust
you
and
think,
advantage.
Yeah, you think some people they are like taking leads
I mean, think about it. You have, let's say,
because
let's say,
the lead doesn't go
I
to
can't
you.
see it.
They go to the agency.
Because I make sure that when they give our account admin access, they do the tick for the leads gray and not blue. Everything else blue, but leads gray, meaning
So,
that we cannot
not see-
download and see any of the leads.
But other agencies, you think they're sneaky?
I know.
Oh
I know. I've heard horror stories.
shit.
And I've heard horror stories not based on someone being bitter at someone, but horror stories from multiple companies about the same agencies. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm here for the long run. I believe in transparency. I've actually lost potential clients because they thought we will be able to overachieve. They've got a dream figure that they want to achieve. And I'm like, listen, that's not going to happen. You can't get a lead for that project for that price and expect 30% qualified leads. It's not going to happen. But I could have done what many people do,
but
try
you're
to
trying
get
to
the
be
money for a
transparent,
month or two, right? Until they realize, oh my God, this is a bad company. Because we have something in Dubai called agency hopping. So the expectations are set super high. You know why the expectations are set super high? Because the agency set them super high for the client to win the lead, to win the deal. You have to be honest and transparent.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got your
I
point.
always say that in my ads, transparency never lies.
Transparency never lies. Bro, do you know that our podcast, me, you, and AJ, is the most watched on Checked?
Yeah, you said that last week.
Check. There's a YouTube channel.
How many
If you're watching this,
check.
good YouTube channel.
Yeah. How many views did that get?
I think 3,000 something.
Is that good for YouTube?
For me, yes. For me, is good.
But in my head, you're the boss. You're the Don. You're Suge Knight. You should get
on social media, but on YouTube, it's
YouTube
not.
is a slow.
it's
It's
slow
a
process.
slow little caterpillar, huh?
No, I made the mistake in the beginning. I started with Algerian dialect, so the algorithm is a little bit confused. By the way, I'm just existing for the last 10 months,
Yeah, I know.
so I'm still new.
We sat here. In like
no, that was 8 months ago.
April, March.
After, 8 months.
But that was a good episode. I remember I just had landed
No,
from Paris.
that was with Yusuf.
I'm talking about the episode
AJ,
with AJ. I just had landed from Paris.
Yeah.
You and Yusuf actually picked me up from the airport. You came to my apartment that was empty and I was about to fix it up. 3 days later, you're like, hey, come, you're a guest. I have to get you and AJ, Anthony. I'm like, AJ. And I remember who AJ is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Boom. Come and see you. And then we did. I remember it's 3 days after me coming back from Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do another.
That was
one.
a good one.
Yeah.
But the thing with that one, you know what? Not a problem. In podcasts, you want to have opinions, different opinions.
I wanted you
But
guys
me
to
and him-
debate.
Yeah, but it's hard when we're both knowledgeable enough, understand the market enough. So we kept on agreeing with each other.
No, but
more than-
you guys debated on one subject. There was one subject where you guys debated, which is social life in Dubai. We speak a lot about social life in Dubai.
Come on, man. It is terrible.
Yeah, it's
I don't care
terrible,
what people say.
But we both you and me agree that is changing, not only because of Golden Visa, because Dubai have the reputation of Dubai of being a city where you can find a home is changing. It's not the best yet, but like
I've said this 100 times, bro. Our government are doing everything they can. We're striving. The government is striving for that S33 program, whatever it is. I don't know what it's called, all these terminology. You can ask Anand. He knows all of that. He studied everything like his, but we're striving to become the happiest place to live, right? And one of those aspects are social aspects. That's something that the government can't control. It's my responsibility, your responsibility to be friendly, vibrant, cooperative on the ground. It's like, it feels like, like I say this a lot about, because I used to live in London for 4 years. Okay. I have a lot of friends that don't like British people, not out of racism, the culture, their way of acting. And I'm like, but listen, they are not like this back in London. They're super friendly back in London. I don't know what happens to a chosen few of them, or the people that you run into in the clubs, in the bars, in the beach clubs, whoever they are. I don't want to say everyone is, but for some odd reason, when people land here and they've stayed here for a year, their ego just
inflates.
And I'm like, bro, you come from a village outside of London, and all of a sudden, a year ago, I met you. You were super humble, and now you think you're, Donald Trump. Like, calm down. Like, acting and talking to waitresses and waiters and people with a different income barrier in such a condescending way. I can't take it. I people watch a lot when I go out. I never go out, but if I do go out, I just people watch.
Yeah.
I people watch a lot. How people talk to waiters and waitresses. Listen, I don't go out much, but if I do go out, one of my favorite places to go to is Clap. Yeah?
Yeah, we've been there once or twice.
Listen, me and Sam, when we go to Clap, the bartenders love us so much that they always give us free drinks for no reason or heavily discounted. So if it's a big queue around the bar and I'm like 2 layers back, I just look at one of them. They already know. They know this guy drinks Paloma. So he starts making it and skips the queue and puts it where the guys come to collect the drinks to go out with it to the tables. That's how loved we are. Why? Because when they make us the drink, we don't just say thank you and don't look at him. We talk. And I'm a talkative person. Yo, bro, where you from? Are you from Philippines? Where? Manila, Cebu, where? You know about Cebu? I'm like, of course I know about Cebu because Sam's been there. I'm yet to go. So we talk and we make them feel, because, bro, look at the jobs. Look how, I've never been a waiter, but it can't be fun running around in that stress, in that environment. Everyone's having fun. People yelling at you because you got the dessert wrong or whatever. Like, treat them like you want to be treated. This is a big problem, bro. Everyone's acting up on ego.
This is why,
I judge people based on that. If I'm around with a couple of girls and they talk to bartenders or a waiter in a certain way, she's completely out of my head. Oh, you're dismissed. You're dismissed.
Yeah, like, that's shit with people.
So the social life, it's up to us. And unfortunately, this is the difference between new rich and old rich. I have friends that are old rich and they're super humble. And then we have new rich people.
And there's Dubai rich now.
No, but Dubai rich is usually new rich. Like all the guys that, crypto guys or whatever, like there's just a chosen few of them that are actually into crypto, like into it. They can tell you about coins that was dropped in 2014. But then we have the crypto guys that trying to say that they're crypto guys, but we all know that these are street guys. These are road guys utilizing crypto to, you see what I'm saying? So the attitude.
When you talk about the US, I had like an episode.
I showed you.
I
showed you. They interviewed people on Miami on Ocean Drive. How vibrant it is.
I had
how warm it is.
I had an experience with Americans lately.
Hey, what's up, man?
Isabella, Amir, who else as well? Nils. I don't know. Nick, your friend Nick.
My friend Nick
is cool.
Yeah.
Americans, they're different, bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I did a clip, me and you. It went super viral about would you like to live in Miami or Dubai? You picked Dubai.
No, USA versus UAE.
Yeah, UAE versus USA live.
Living here, of course.
Yeah, but you said
vibes over there. All day.
Vibes, and you said it like you said pros and cons about both places, and then the people in the comment section, the Americans in the comment section, who actually Isabella told me, who told me that?
Yeah.
I think Niels told me majority of those people, they're not even American citizens.
No, I mean 60% or something like that don't even have a passport. They're illegal over there, and they can't travel anywhere.
And they were like commenting.
They can go to like Puerto Rico at most.
They were commenting as if they would give them like a passport if they would come.
That's not the case. You have to understand that America, like if you know the background and history about America, if you look at their education system, it's built like a company, like they've brainwashed their own people. So Americans are very, very naive. Americans believe that America is probably the only country on earth. If you ask an American where is Istanbul, they don't even know. Like Sweden and Switzerland is the same. And it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
It's their schooling system.
Yeah, but they're very
They're only educated on their own. They're
Yeah.
barely educated, and they're barely rightfully educated on their own. They have something called Black History Month. What are you talking about? Is there a White History Month in America?
yeah.
There's more like.
Anyway,
We're not gonna get into all of that stuff.
But what I liked, like when I met like all these people from the US, bro, they are warm. Like I have now friends from the US.
Yeah,
So you were right, but what I liked,
they're talkative.
yeah,
They're
what I liked
social.
when you talk about how they're warm or how they're nice. And do you think here in Dubai we will have that warmth one day? We will have.
I
that-
hope so, but you know, Dubai's only like the modern Dubai is only 25 years, and you know, it's cultures. So in order to understand the crowd, we have to understand where they come from, right? So the people we have in Dubai, they have their cultures. Okay, now if we look at America, for example, I love the black crowd or African American crowd, whatever acronym whatever word you're supposed to use so you don't offend someone. I love them, and I believe that, you know, you remove the black crowd and the African American crowd and the Hispanic crowd away from America, it's not as social as it is now, right? You know, you look at the Latino community, like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans dominate New York, right? And in Florida, you have a lot of Haitians as well as an add-on, okay? Mexicans are around Texas and California the most, okay? Now, Dubai, if we look at the people that live here, right? First of all, it's the language barrier, right? It's the language barrier. Same in America as well. You have Spanish and you have English. So like, for example, in the state of Florida and the state of California, you're not even eligible to become a police officer or a fireman if you do not speak Spanish.
Really?
Spanish is the first language in those two states.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But over here, Russians, some of them can't even speak English. Arabs, some of them can't even speak English, right? We have to understand that that's also a problem in order to integrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, it's very hard to get super wealthy people to communicate with people that are earning like $5,000 a month. They have nothing in common. And we do have those.
But in the US, they blend.
In US, they blend because there's so much more of all the layers.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? There's so much more layers. And, you know, America is a capitalistic country, but it's not as capitalistic as here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Social life actually is a big thing in America. It's more than here. But I sincerely believe with all of these new visas and all of these, you know, new ways of staying here for, you know, 10 years, 15 years, and I hope that that's going to change. But I don't think that's going to change in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. But I hope so. I hope so, because, you know, I find it very weird that it's a Saturday or a Sunday and everyone want to let go of their Monday to Friday lives, and we're in a beach club or we're at a bar or in a restaurant, and it's weird for people that you just say, hey, how you doing? Like, you're not welcomed with open arms to have that communication. I'm not saying everyone. I'm talking about
Majority.
that it's a big chunk.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the world as a majority of the world, they're not as warm as we think they are. Because I'm from Africa, I'm from Algeria.
Yeah.
We're warm. I'm from a city called Oran. We're like very cool people.
Yeah.
We talk to anybody. We say hi to each other in the street.
Yeah.
You know, it's either if you're walking and your eyes cross someone else, it's either
You automatically
it's
say
either
hi.
a fight or a hi.
Yeah.
It's either with some man or
but
why
that's-
are you looking at me?
But that's being human beings. That's being human beings, though.
Yeah.
I've never been to Algeria, but I've been
yeah.
everywhere in
But
Morocco,
here,
and it's true.
here is very strange. Here is a smile, 90% of the time, but nothing else.
Yeah.
Smile and nothing else.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that it's
Definitely.
always the smile. Not like Algeria, it can be a fight, it can be a new friend. Here, very hard for it to be a new friend, but you get that smile.
Yeah.
But I think like when we're gonna mix, it's also a new city. We cannot expect from a new city to be perfect on all levels.
Of course.
We're already perfect in a lot of levels.
That's what I'm saying. See, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Everyone asks me back home, and all of my friends ask me, like, how is Dubai? Like, and I'm like, and I always say this: it's not about Dubai. It's anywhere you live. You have to find a place that best suits you, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you are single or in a relationship and you both want to thrive and you both want to work, but then enjoy at the same time, this is the best place on earth.
Yeah.
It beats Miami, LA, New York, hands down. But if you don't prioritize your career, you do not prioritize building yourself or becoming an entrepreneur or solopreneur that majority of the people are, and building a company, and you care more about your weekends and social activities, then I understand that you want to live in like America or Colombia. I was in Colombia. I don't speak a word of Spanish. People were just talking and because I people watch. I people watch a lot.
They have time to chill and talk.
No, just on the way. And they're just friends. They're just walking together to the bus station.
They have what to say. They're not like laser focused about life. But there is something we have to talk about. Lately, something happened with you in Facebook that is fucking
you bringing
dirty.
that up.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
It's mad.
Because we have to speak about it.
Okay, listen. I'm not here to entertain no nonsense.
But let me explain what happened.
Okay.
So there is a group in Facebook.
That's great.
Only girls, and the group is called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?"
Red flag guys, no?
I don't know, something like that.
Are we
Red
dating
flag
the same
guys,
guy?
are we dating the same
Maybe
guy?
something red flag, like guys in the UAE red flag, something like that. Or maybe I'm.
So what happened?
Listen, I'm not here to entertain no nonsense. An individual went on there and talked a bunch of stuff about me, right? Only one thing was true. One thing. And that's I believe that Andrew Tate is necessary in today's world. The world is lost. Men are acting like women and women are acting like men. And anyone that is mature understands that. And people that want to bash men hate me for saying that. Simple. That's the only thing. I'm not here to entertain no nonsense. But I just want to say this. Imagine if men had a group like that.
Oh, they would be the worst men on earth.
Come on, man. I mean, we're in a society, live in a society where men continuously are bashed. Continuously. Baby girl, the flight you jump on, whoever flew you wherever, the business class, whatever you do, built by us. The phone you have all your selfies in, built by us. Everything is built by us. We do respect you and we do appreciate that you, women, they're more humanitarian. It's all about caretaking, which because that is way more in their existence than us, right? We do appreciate all those roles. Like if you look at all of the roles they have, it's relevant, but it hasn't built society. Women's responsibility is to reproduce us, and God bless them for that, and take care of our children. And my mom took care of me. I love her differently than I love my father, right? But this whole bashing men, like a man can't express his emotions, he's weak. A man agrees with a woman, he's a simp. Like, we constantly bash. The man is supposed to pay for everything at all times, not just when he takes out a girl on a date, because that is his response, but at all times. But then at the same time, you want equality in pay. You want equality in everything. But the man is supposed to pay for everything. This is a typical scenario, right? Monday morning comes. A female says that she wants equal rights, which I'm all for. Equal pay. I'm all for that as well. If it's the same title as the guy and they have the same responsibilities and tasks, of course. But don't come on the Friday and forget what you said on Monday and act like a traditional woman from nowhere. Now you want the man to pay for everything. Like, make your mind up. Listen, we have so much bashing of men.
But
men are bashed 24/7. Like there was a post on Instagram maybe a month or 2 months ago where it said men have their best well-being when they have a guys' night 1 or 2 nights per week.
Yeah.
Do you know about that post? The comments.
I love those. Just chilling with the boys.
Bro, the comments from women.
They were bad.
Bro, the comments from women. Tell me you're a man-child without telling me you're a man-child. Like, the comments from women bashing men. We don't say nothing about your wine and dining girl evenings. We don't bash you that you want to go and spend time with your girls, drinking wine around your cats, talking bad about men and being miserable that you can't find someone and you're 40 years old now and just being miserable. We don't bash you. So some individual went out there and wanted to destroy it for me. But hey, listen, I got three. Listen. This is what was so funny about that. In 2 days, I received 3 DMs
From girls. There's no bad publicity, bro.
No, listen to this. And you know what's weird? We are the hunters, right? We are the hunters. Women are the marketers. Women make sure to market themselves in the correct way in order for us to close
They
them.
put themselves in the display.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, AKA selfies, bikini pictures, all of that stuff. They're looking for, we call them recruitment process, yeah? Check this out. And I was feeling myself. I'm like, wait a minute, did my nose get a bit more normal? Did my willy lump ears like go flat? And what did I turn like 6'5"? What happened to me? Like, did I turn extra sexy? I didn't know about the post. I got 3 girls in 2 days texting me, and between the lines has basically asked me out on a date.
Wow.
A couple of days go past, about a week, and I hear it from a neighbor. Then I call one of my girls back in Sweden, and I go, can you join this group, please, and record? Let me see what it is. The amount of men pictures I saw as she's scrolling down to my post.
It's crazy.
Bro, you can't just take... Isn't that illegal in the UAE?
Yeah, there is no facts to prove what... Maybe they just want to bash the guy.
Listen, some of the comments that I saw about men, about guys, like... And the funny thing is, these 3 girls, 2 of them I ended up going for a dinner with, right? You know what one of the first question was? Because the dinner was already set, right? Then I found out about this post after that. So I didn't mention nothing.
Yeah.
But on the dinners, I said, aren't you ashamed of yourself that you're part of such a group that just randomly, what if that was your brother? What if that was your father? Talking bad about someone without them knowing in order to defend themselves.
And there is no fact checking.
Imagine.
We cannot know if this is true or not.
Man, it's crazy. But we're not here to entertain no nonsense.
Bardia, I wish we have more time, but we need to do more of these. More of these one-on-ones, bro.
Man, I thought we were going to talk more about real estate.
No, like, it's okay. You know, CHEKD, it's a fake real estate podcast.
Yeah.
It's about Dubai life more than real estate.
Yeah.
Bro, it was very nice having you on one-on-one.
Thank you for having me.
This is the best CHEKD guest.
That's crazy. I thought I was the most hated.
Yeah, and CHEKD, you're the most loved. Bro, Bardia, you have been checked.
Hey, don't forget your sunglasses.
Yeah.
Don't forget your checked.
Bardia, you have been checked.
Checked. I've been checked.
Done. That was sick, bro.